Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Technical Router. Welcome to Technical Router. Today let us discuss about the identifiers, keywords and literals in Java. Now first let us see identifiers. Now all the words that we're using in our program that either be in keywords or the identifiers, either be in keywords or identifier. Now first what are identifier? These are the names. Identifiers or names in Java program. In the Java program, it can be an class name or method name or a variable name. The identifiers are the user-defined names. The user-defined names in Java program that can be a class name, method name, or variable name. See, your class name is a user-defined name, and method name is also a user-defined, and then variable name is also a user-defined. These identifiers are the user-defined names, which gives a names to the entities, which gives a names to the entities like a variables, class, method, printer, structure, arrays, etc. Now let us see what are the rules in identifier. Rules. The first one is and the identifier must start with a letter, underscore or a dollar. Identifiers must start with letter, underscore or dollar sign. It starts with a letter, underscore or a dollar sign. It is a first rule. Second one. Second one is an identifier that can't start with the numbers. It can't start with the numbers. The third rule is that there is no limit on the numbers of characters in the identifier. There is no limit on number of characters in the identifier, but not recommended to have more than 15 characters. There is no limit. We don't have any limit on the characters in the identifier, but it should not be an more than 15 characters. But it should not be 15 characters. These Java identifiers are case sensitive. Java identifier are case sensitive. Java identifiers are case sensitive. Fifth point is in that only the first letter can be an alphabet or an underscore or a dollar sign. From the second letter, we should have a numbers. That is an first letter can be alphabet or number and dollar sign. And second letter must be an from second letter it should be a numer. That means a number. From second it should be a number. The last point is and We should not use reverse words for the identifiers. We should not use reverse words. Should not use in reverse words. These are the rules in the identifier. The first rule is the identifier must starts with a letter, underscore, or a dollar sign. For example, here I'll show an example. It can start with a letter. It can start with a letter, but then no, it should not allow any space between the letters or words. See, account number. There is a space. There is a space here. This kinds of does not be allowed. It can start with a number or an underscore or a dollar. Dollar sign means this one. This. Okay, you can start with an letter underscore dollar sign, but there should be a no space between the words, and it can't start with the number. That means this way it should not be allowed, and there is no limit on the characters in identifier, but it should not be more than 15 character. These are case sensitive. The identifiers are the case sensitive. That means the first letter should be an alphabet, a number, or a dollar sign, but it should not a number. Underscore underscore alphabet underscore a dollar sign, and second should be a number, and we should not use a reverse words for the identifiers. The next is a keyword. The next is a keywords. This what are the keywords in Java? What are the keywords in the Java? We know that we are using lot of keywords like in public, private, protected, if, else, for. They are the keywords. What are keywords? They are the reserved words. The keywords are the reserved words. Reserved words whose meaning is already defined. Whose meaning is already defined in the compiler. These are the reserved words. The keywords are the reserved words which are already present. That is not a programmer defined. These identifiers are a programmer defined. I told you that these identifiers are a programmer defined, but keywords are not a programmer defined. They are already present. They are already defined in the compilers. And we can't use these keywords as a variable name, methods name, or in classes. In identifier, we are using these identifier names for a variable name, class name, and method name. But these keywords that can't be used for an next point. They cannot, can't, can't be used for. They can't be used for an names of variable, class name, and then a method name. We can't use these keywords as a class name, method name, or a variable name. But these are an user defined. These class name, method name, and then variable names are an user defined. They are identifiers. See, these are the keywords in Java. There are 48 keywords: abstract, assert, boolean, break. These are, see, I told you that, and private, protected, public, return, long, int. These are the keywords in the Java. The next topic is literals. One more topic is literals. The last topic is literals in Java. These are the constants values. The literals are the constant values. Literals are the constant values, constant value and having a fixed data type. Having and fixed data type and are often known as constants in the Java. Are often known as in constants in the Java, and these literals are assigned to the variable to provide a value to the variables. And these literals are assigned to the variable to provide a value to the variable. The literals are in constant values. Constant values means 1, 2, 3 for something. The literals are constant values and fixed data type that has in fixed data types that are often also called as in constants in Java. They're assigned to the variables. These literals are assigned to the variables to provide an value to the variable. For example, int x is equals to 67. See, this 67 is a literal. That means it providing value to the variables. In definition shows that it is assigned to the variable to provide a value to the variable. These are the literals. It is a data integer data type, and x is a variable, and 67 is a literals. We can say x is an identifier also. I told you that identifier can be in class name, variable name, and method name also. This is a variable and this is an identifier. For example, is one, and one more is can take string s is equals to hello, and float f is equals to 4.5 f. This 67 hello and 4.5 f, these are the literals. These three, 67 hello, and it provide an value, providing a value to the whatever the data types of and variables. I use it in string and float data types of an variable xsf with their values. Their values are called as an literals, which providing a value to the variables. The types of literals are these only, primitives only. Types are types. First one is an integer literal. Integer literal, that is equals to an 10 comma 5 comma minus 4 comma etc. These are the integer literal. The next is a floating point literal. Floating point literal are a 6.6, 7.7, 7.5.7 and minus 3, 4 point something and etc. These are the floating point literals. And next is an character literal or Boolean. Boolean literal. are true or false. The Boolean literals are in true or false. And character literal are in within the single quotes, small a, caps A, G, the quotes, exit. These are the character literals, and last is a string literal. One more is there. One more is the last one is the string literal. The string literals are in within the double quotes. For an character, we are using single quotes. Hello, hi, and some etc. These are the string literals: integer, floating, boolean, character, and string. These are the types of literals. These are about the literals. Literals means and the constant values in Java. The constant value that is provided to the variable. See, 67, hello, and 4.5. These are the constant values which are already known to the programmer that has been assigned it to the variable. These are about the literals, identifiers, and keywords in Java. Thank you guys. Practice this